in a time of 52.92, a new high school national record. Back to back to back to back state champions. NET Sports, Nebraska's home for championship sports, is live from Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln, Nebraska for the 2020 NSAA Boys Basketball Championships. We kick off our day-long coverage this morning in Class D1 with the Southern Valley Eagles seeded 6th taking on the 4th seed Laurel-Concord-Coleridge Bears. And good morning, everyone. I'm Larry Putney, along with former Nebraska standout Andy Markowski. It's great to have you with us here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Andy, Kendi will be joining us momentarily, but wow, what a week here at the Nebraska State Basketball Tournament, and what a week across the country as we really have had some unprecedented events leading us to Nebraska being one of the very few states in the entire country that are holding athletic competitions today.
Yeah, no doubt unprecedented in our lifetime, Larry, and we're just fortunate to be here today and be able to broadcast these great games for you guys at home.
NSAA posting a statement earlier this week that these are unprecedented events. They felt that the student athletes should have the opportunity to compete, but also complying with the recommendations of local health and government officials, so they have limited attendance here at these state championships game to immediate family, grandparents, those living at home, step-parents, so it's a very small crowd that we'll have here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. A very different feel, but just great to be able to bring these to you across the entire state of Nebraska and really the entire country today right here on NET. All right, let's kick it off this morning in Class D1. We've got Southern Valley taking on a new combination of teams in Laurel-Concord-Coleridge. Let's start with the Eagles from Southern Valley.
Well, certainly Southern Valley has pulled off an upset. They beat Humphrey and Lindsay Holy Family in the semifinals, defending state champion, and they're going to be led by They got tremendous balance. They have 4 players that average double figures, but number 23, Carter Bowe, 6'2" center, averaging almost a double-double, will be key to helping them try to pull off the victory today. For Laurel-Concord-Coleridge, Norris Schutt, it's not a real household name, but only 2 players in the history of basketball in this state have averaged or scored 2,000 points and 1,000 rebounds.
Wow.
Noah's one of those, committed to Concordia to play college basketball at 28 points in the semis, averages 23 points and 13 rebounds. Well, obviously is a big factor for Laurel.
When we come back, it's Southern Valley and Laurel-Concord to kick off our day-long coverage right here on NET Sports.
Constellation is a natural gas supplier helping inspire young Nebraskans through hands-on learning. Constellation has given back over $250,000 to 4-H and FFA organizations across the state, helping support youth in your community with opportunities to achieve real-world success. Because we believe that powering communities means empowering our future leaders. With Constellation, a contribution to 4-H and FFA is in the stars.
Early mornings, late nights, emotionally, physically, mentally tougher. Generations of trust, innovation, and hard work done side by side. The decisions you make for your land and livestock have a direct impact on your operation, the region, and the world. That is why we're there when you need us anytime, every time. We both have one chance, one season, one mission. Tougher together. Aurora and you.
Welcome back inside Pinnacle Bank Arena. It has been a March like no other in the world of sports, but we're bringing you 6 championship games. We're going to start with the Class D1 state title game. Laurel-Concord-Coleridge. The Bears come in 25-5, taking on Southern Valley, the Eagles 21-5. Time for pregame festivities. Let's send it across court to Mr. Heath Kramer.
On behalf of the Nebraska School Activities Association and its member schools, welcome to Pinnacle Bank Arena for the 2020 NSAA Boys State Basketball Championships. The NSAA is proud to recognize its premier corporate partners, U.S. Bank, Farmers Mutual of Nebraska, the Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association, Nebraska Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, and CHI Health St. Elizabeth. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Today's Class D1 championship game features the number 5 seed with a record of 25-5, the Laurel-Concord-Coleridge Bears. And the number 6 seed with a record of 21-5, the Southern Valley Eagles. Now for the introduction of the players and the coaches. First, the non-starters from Southern Valley. Number 2, Braden Cunningham. Number 4, Colton Bergeson. Number 11, Lucas Martinez. Number 14, Matthew Henderson. Number 24, Isaac McPhillamy. Number 25, Mitchell Wilson. Number 30, Michael Bunce. Number 35, Bo Bailey. And number 41, Dakota Coppage. Now the non-starters for the Laurel-Concord-Coleridge Bears. Number 3, Wilton Roberts. Number 5, Dylan Olson. Number 14, Landon Boyson. Number 20, Jake Rath. Number 33, Dagan Puppy. Number 40, Lucas Rasmussen. And number 41, Austin Hall. Now the starting lineup for the Southern Valley Eagles. A 5'8" junior, number 3, Brody Yance. A 6' senior, number 10, Jaden Quinn. A 6'1" junior, number 13, Clayton Berry. A 6'2" senior, number 15, Drayden Best. And a 6'3" junior, number 23, Carter Bowes. The assistant coaches for the Eagles are Mike Lanham and Craig Hoxmeyer. The head coach is Tyler Fincher. Now the starters for the LCC Bears. A 6' sophomore, number 10, Evan Schmidt. A 6'2" junior, number 13, Cale Hartung. A 6'4" senior, number 22, Noah Shutt. A 6' sophomore, number 23, Evan Heisch. And a 6' senior, number 32, Ty Irwin. The assistant coaches for the Bears are Shane Kincaid and Alan Gatula, and the head coach is Todd Irwin. The officials for today's game are Dave Bryant, Ken Marr, and Corey Oldrick. Your bench official is Justin Pavich. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's play basketball!
Well, here we go from Pinnacle Bank Arena. Game number 1 of 6 today. We begin it in Class D1, the next to smallest school classification. We have Southern Valley, the Eagles, at the intersection of highways 89 and 46, kind of east of Beaver City, south of Oxford, about an hour southwest of Kearney, 3-hour drive to PBA, and then Laurel-Concord is in Laurel, Nebraska, about a 2.5-hour drive from Pinnacle Bank Arena, and I'm sure the folks up there gathered at Knuckleheads Bar to watch the game. Hello to everyone up there. Laurel-Concord knocking off Paxton in round 1, beat North Platte St. Pat's 65-49. And Southern Valley with 2 upsets, knocking off Osmond and the 2nd seed Humphrey Lindsay Holy Family. Here's a look at the Laurel-Concord-Coleridge Bears taking on the Southern Valley Eagles. Eagles coming in at 21-5. LCC Bears at 25-5. Tipped up, won by Laurel-Concord-Coleridge. We'll go with LCC. Shot right away. Opening shot knocked down by Ty Irwin. And you'll see LCC jump into that full court 1-2-2. Dish inside, nice spin down low. Carter Bowes, who averages 13 a game with the turnaround down low.
Southern Valley's going to go with man-to-man.
Drive by Shutt, goes off glass, good board. Back up strong, and he's going to be fouled. That'll send Caleb Hartung to the line. First foul on Drayden Best, the senior for Southern Valley.
Southern Valley hangs their hat on defense. Really, both games in the state tournament have held teams out of their average, only giving up 44 points a game on the season.
Hartung knocks down both free throws. The 6'3" junior averages 9 a game. Slashing up top is Bose to get it. Brody Yant at the point for Southern Valley.
See Laurel-Concord-Coleridge in a little bit of a trapping, kind of a matchup trap zone. Important for Southern Valley to get somebody in the high post area in this game.
Yant with the drive, a little floater into the lane, gets the roll. Brody Yant with his first 2. Strong down low, Hartung again. Rebound to Bose. And the turnover on the Eagles. Clayton Berry comes away with it. And the block called on Hartung. That's his first.
Yeah, great job by getting inside of the zone. Really pulling up before you get to the back line of that zone defense. Good touch, getting it to fall. There you see a high post touch.
Bose kicks it back to Yant. 3 on the way is off, and the rebound pulled down by Ty Irwin.
They really didn't mention Irwin in the pregame just because of kind of living in the shadows of Noah Shep, but a 1,000-point scorer himself for the career. So obviously a very talented kid that'll have an impact today.
Hartung, nice work down low, gets a rebound. That's 4 offensive rebounds early on for the Bears, and the putback there by Noah Shutt.
See Shutt's athleticism there. Yeah, that second jump just beat all the players up onto the rim. LCC is probably been the most dominant team here at state. Average margin of victory has been 22 points through the first 2 games. Off to a good start here this morning.
Laurel-Concord on the year with 5 losses, one of those coming to Auburn, who we will see later today. Thought about the 3. Irwin takes it, knocks it down. Ty Irwin, the senior, averaging 14.5 a game with the 3. Yant drives it in, kicks it back. Open look here for Best. That's off. Knocked down, another open look, and that is a timeout after Heisch knocks it down. 8-0 run for LCC, and they're on top 13-4 here in this first quarter. Let's take a look back at last year's state championship game in D1.
Boys State Basketball Championship. The beginning of the game was a tight competition, with the Bulldogs leading by only 1 at the end of the first quarter. Humphrey used every weapon they had to take the lead as 4 Bulldog players recorded double-digit points. Bergen was ready to fight back with Dre Vance, who recorded 18 points in the game. However, the Bulldogs pulled ahead in the second half with the help of freshman Jacob Suits' 15 points to stretch their lead to double digits. Humphrey Lindsay Holney family would go on to win the game and take home the championship title.
And this year it was the Southern Valley Eagles knocking off Humphrey Lindsay Holy family in the semifinals. An upset there, 47-39 to get them into this state championship. They pulled 2 upsets, also one over number 3 seed Osmond. As we look there at the Southern Valley Eagles under Tyler Fincher. They had 5 losses coming in. Those losses against Hershey, Chase County, Holdridge. Said the key one was a loss against Dundee County. There's Tyler, previously the head coach at Wausau. In fact, he was at Wausau in 2003 when Southern Valley, the team he's coaching now, won a state title, graduated from Wausau. Tyler admitted to us that his wife is from Coleridge. She's not sure how long it's going to be before she can return back home. And the turnover, great pressure by LCC.
Southern Valley's going to stay in their man-to-man defense.
Down low, the turnaround not good by Shutt, and then the foul. Second foul early on here on Cale Hartung. We got a timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. We're 4 minutes into this D1 championship. LCC on top, 13-4.
High school sports fans, when your team isn't playing or you want a break from the action, GoSarpy.com has the latest for concerts, family fun, shopping, and more. Just minutes from the state championship venues, Sarpy County also has over 2,000 hotel rooms. GoSarpy.com's calendar of events will help you plan your next adventure in Sarpy County. GoSarpy.com, so near, so fun.
Not just on the good days. Not just on the challenging ones. Not just during business hours or when relaxing, but always. For the past 125 years, Farmers Mutual of Nebraska, always alongside you.
Welcome back inside Pinnacle Bank Arena. And normally this section is filled with students, with the band, even cheerleaders sprinkled throughout. Obviously, this has been a march like we've never seen in the world of sports. Limited spectators all day today, all week this week, and limited spectators reserved for varsity players, coaches, athletic trainers, student managers, school administrators, and immediate family. Well, what does immediate family mean? Parents, step-parents, guardians, siblings, other members living in the athlete's household, and grandparents. And Larry, before you say it, yes, I'm sitting with all my friends.
Appreciate you beating me to the punch there. You're very comfortable in that space, I see.
A really nice possession by Southern Valley out of the timeout. Bose with the mid-range jump shot.
Push foul called on Noah Shutt after the turnover.
Anytime you see zone pressure, it's important to be able to get the ball reversed. Keep your sight lines and passing angles to support teammates.
Tipped away right into the hands of Bo Bailey. 3 on the way. Rebound down low. Austin Hall now in the game for LCC. And here is Shutt with it. Good drive, and Shutt is fouled. He'll be on the floor. Jaden Quinn picks up his first personal. Good feed down low, and the basket by Noah Shutt.
LCC's done a nice job of being able to score. Every time they score, they get to set their zone pressure. Kind of kept Southern Valley off balance so far to start this game.
Very down low, contested. Good block by Austin Hall. Barry kicks it out to the open look for Quinn, and that's long. Reich with the drive. And the foul, he'll shoot 2. Foul on Drayden Best.
A nice inline out of bounds execution. You can see Noah Shutt has college level athleticism, just able to jump above Southern Valley and finish. Really impressive fall with LCC. You know, they're really long, active. You know, 6'3", 6'4", 6'2". Just brought Austin Hall in the game, 6'5". Really good size for a Class D1 program.
Wilton Roberts now into the game as well for the Bears. Here is Quinn with the drive. Off of Austin Hall with another block. And that will be Southern Valley's ball.
It's so important to have some size on the back line of a zone press. Hall does a good job of staying vertical, not picking up the foul.
Thought about the long 3 from Yant.
Yeah, I do think having three-point lines out there is a little confusing. Even last week in the girls' tournament, we had some kids not quite understand how far back they were, just seeing the red three-point line versus the actual high school one.
Foul on Drayden Best. That'll be his second foul here early. 2 minutes still to go in this first period. Back into the game for the Eagles is Clayton Berry. There's a look at Todd Irwin, 6th-year head coach at Laurel-Concord-Coleridge. Last time either program, whether it was Laurel or Concord or Coleridge, made the state tournament was back in 2001. That's when Laurel-Concord won the Class C2 state title. Great move down low. Noah Shutt averaging 23 and a half a game with another 2. Right back at it goes Clayton Berry with the basket. Three-point opportunity for Noah Shutt.
Yeah, really nice job. You know, 2 dribble baseline pull up. That's a very difficult shot, but you just see the athleticism able to elevate. Is strong enough to take the foul on the arm and still complete the 3-point play.
Career scoring leader at LCC. Down here at State, he has 48 points in 2 games, 20 in the opening round and 28 in the semifinal win.
And in the semi-win, he was actually in foul trouble, had 3 fouls in the first half,
right?
And still managed to score 28.
That's going to be a foul on Clayton Berry. Second personal foul now on Berry. So into the game for Southern Valley is Colton Burgesson. Early foul trouble for a couple of starters for Southern Valley is both Berry and Best with 2 here in the first. And that also on Southern Valley, Carter Bose, their second leading scorer.
That'll put LCC in the bonus.
Irwin tips that out. Chased down by LCC. Shot is off by Evan Schmidt. Schmidt gets his own rebound. 3 on the way by Irwin. Got it! Tyler Irwin. He is 3 for 3 from 3-point range here in this first quarter. And a walk down low on the other end. Carter Bowes one too many steps. Irwin 3 for 4 from the floor, but from distance, he's 3 of 3, 9 points. He can heat up. He had 32 points earlier this year against Winnebago. He's an all-state honorable mention of both football and basketball, and they're shut again. And over the last 6:54, it was a 21-4 run. Laurel-Concord on top after 8 minutes.
All right, college visit number 2. Here we go. What?
College visit!
Learn more from Education Quest at govisitcollege.org.
Programming on NET Television is provided in part by the Dr. Tom and Dorothy Hallstrom Inspire Nebraska Athletics Endowment.
NET Sports provides 200 hours of local Nebraska high school sports and collegiate sports each year, more than any other Nebraska network. On air or online, NET Sports, Nebraska's home for sports.
18-point advantage for LCC over Southern Valley as we get ready to start quarter number 2. I want to remind you, this is a good time for you to connect with us on Facebook and Twitter. You can add a comment or catch up on the latest Nebraska sports information. Just be sure to like NET Sports and Big Red Wrap-Up and join in the discussion right here on our social platform. Along with Andy Markowski and Andy Kendi, I'm Larry Putney. Good to have you with us today from Pinnacle Bank Arena. Glad to be bringing you these state championships across the state. Drive off the front of the rim by Brody Yant to open up the second. Regathers, grabs, and finds Noah Shutt for the lay-in. Great pass. Strong drive and a take by Brody Yant.
Yeah, Southern Valley with 2 good offensive possessions. Yant couldn't get the last one to fall and was able to get that one in the lane to drop. Nice job of attacking LCC's zone.
Hand on the shot, blocked by Carter Bowes. Eagles starting to push tempo a little more. Nice second pass there, rattles out by Clayton Berry. Wide open look down low and the lay-in from K.O. Hartung. Eagles are having a hard time here in the half court, huh, Andy?
Yeah, just LCC does a really nice job of spreading, and certainly when you have a scorer as capable as Noah Shutt and Ty Irwin, you know, they matched up to them and then, you know, did not match up to the inside post player with the easy basket.
Long three is off by Yant. And a 20-point advantage.
Southern Valley has only given up 44 points a game this season, and Laurel-Concord-Coleridge with 30 with 6 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Turnover, then the push by Evan Schmidt. Schmidt picks up his first foul. This new consolidation of Laurel-Concord-Coleridge, first time they have been in a state championship, first trip down here to state, as it's a new consolidation. A backdoor cut and the foul down low. That'll send Clayton Berry to the line. Foul will be on Evan Heisch. Check that, it's going to be on Hartung. Third personal foul on Cale Hartung, so he will go out, and back in comes Austin Hall.
Depth is so important to be able to capture a state championship, to play 3 games in 3 days. You know, foul trouble, you have to have players able to come off your bench and step up.
Of course, Andy, last week your team won a state championship. You're an assistant coach at Pius 10. Did you consciously give extra rest in early round games when you had a lead?
You know, you're never planning on, you know, what to do with the rest, but it's certainly, you know, on your mind as a coaching staff trying to get a few more players on the court in the first half.
Timeout taken by Tyler Fincher of Southern Valley. Well, you can watch NET Sports anytime, anywhere. Just download the free NET Nebraska app today. You can watch college player profiles. We have full-length episodes from Big Red Wrap-Up, live web streams, a lot of content on our app. Just search for NET Nebraska in the App Store, or you can download it free at netnebraska.org/apps. 32-10, 22-point advantage, the timeout taken by Southern Valley.
Yeah, Noah Schutt's been really good. 7 of 11 already with 14 points. 5:26 still remaining in the second quarter. You know, as I mentioned in the pregame, only 2 players in the history of Nebraska boys basketball, 2,000 points and 1,000 rebounds. So certainly scoring is something he's done over his 4-year career.
And there is a look at Noah Schutt, who averages a double-double, 23.5 a game, and 13 rebounds per game. They go right back to him again, and he's got 16 here in this first half. Barry, free throw line is off. Strong putback by Austin Hall, and one opportunity for Hall.
Really nice by Hall, going up with 2 hands in traffic. That's already LCC's 8th offensive rebound in this game.
And now Jaden Quinn with 2 fouls in this first half. So 3 Southern Valley Eagles with 2 fouls. And we're midway through this second period. Best has it swiped away. Here comes Irwin. And regathered by Evan Hyash. Hyash with an open look. 3 on the way. Got it! Evan Hyash. 8 for Hyash. And a 12-0 run for the Bears. They're going to say it went off the hand of Drayden Best. And LCC will have it. A 30-point advantage.
Yeah, LCC is just an offensive rhythm. Sometimes when you're ahead by a lot, it's just a little more relaxing to take open threes.
Hall had an opportunity, did not finish. Now Yant the other way. Off to Bose. Bose is blocked by Schutt, and a foul. That is the 3rd on Drayden Best. Here's another look.
There you see the athleticism of Schutt, staying vertical. getting the ball before the hand is touched, which I think is a good piece of officiating. That's a block shot.
So the Bears in the bonus now, Noah Shutt at the line. We talked about All-State, going to Concordia next year, averages 23 a game, first one good, but also on the golf team, Future Business Leaders of America. He's a student council member, National Honor Society. This is a
busy kid.
All around student athlete for Laurel-Concord-Coleridge.
Yeah, I always think it's so hard for teams like Southern Valley to come off of one or two upsets. Certainly beating the defending champion in the semifinals. To keep that edge, that emotional edge. Credit LCC, they got off to such a quick start in this game. Southern Valley has yet to really recover. They're not getting good shots against the half-court zone.
Yeah, it's an Eagles team that lost in the sub-districts, but they reseed after those sub-districts. So after the loss to Elm Creek by 5, it really kind of refocused this Southern Valley squad. They then beat Heartland in the district final to make it here to state. And as you said, have pulled off a couple of upsets down here in Lincoln. Steal there by Quinn. And a foul on Hall. And Hall picks up his second in about 7 seconds.
That'll put Southern Valley to the free throw line with the 7th team foul.
Jaden Quinn now to shoot. Jaden averages 10 a game. Had 17 in that semifinal win against Humphrey Lindsay Holy Family.
Laurel-Concord-Coleridge is so hard to defend with size and 2 wing scorers that require help. The ball movement is very good. Hall can post.
Back of the rim, the rebound pulled down by Burgesson. Here's Quinn, and it will stay with Southern Valley. Another block by Austin Hall.
It really, just kinds of walls up. Obviously, you can stay vertical in your space. Even though there's contact, the defense has the right to that position.
Hand checking called on Yant, his first. Even in the semifinals when Laurel-Concord was playing the Irish north Platte St. Pat's, St. Pat's had a really tough time getting to the rim against this very stout defense of the Bears, who have held the Eagles here to 10 points in this first half.
Yeah, they run a matchup zone where their wing defenders are 6'2", 6'3", and then you have somebody like Hall inside at 6'5" that is willing to protect that rim. It's been a great recipe for not only season success, but it's really worked well for them in the first half in this game. And then they mix in their full court pressure that's kept Southern Valley off balance as well.
Blocked by Shutt. Shutt drives in. That's knocked away. Blocked by Bose. And the foul called on Ty Irwin. Yant will go to the line.
And those have been Southern Valley's best offensive possessions when they've been able to push the basketball really before LCC's defense gets set, before they get that back line built. Nice job by Yant getting to the free throw line and taking advantage of the first.
First free throw made in 4 attempts by Southern Valley. Shot with a nice feed. And what a scoop by Heitch.
Yeah, great cut, great catch, and great finish.
(46-11) here in this D1 title game. And the block by Heitch. And up by 35 with 47 seconds left. I don't think slow it down for a last shot is in their vocabulary, right?
Yeah, they really have done a remarkable job at taking care of the basketball. That's just their third turnover in this well-played first half.
And the turnover on the Eagles. Good pass by Shutt, and the foul down low will send Deegan Puppy to the line.
Yeah, came back to the kind of the single double action and then post shot. And if, you know, he's so athletic. If you don't give help, you know, he's had a huge first half from a point standpoint with 18, and then you give help, and he's such a great passer. He's able to play out of that low post touch. It's a very difficult matchup.
So here's Puppy at the line, the sophomore.
Well, 6'3", so another player that comes in for LCC with tremendous length and size.
Into Yant, inside 5 to go. Yant backs up for a last shot. Into the corner, and .9 for the Bears. Another turnover on Southern Valley. 8 turnovers here in this first half for the Eagles.
That should be half.
Yep.
The ball was touched. Still .9 on the clock. See, they're going to reset the clock. See what they put on there for time.
So let's say .6.
So you still can catch and shoot at .6. .3 would be just a tip, but .6 is a catch and a shot. Certainly Southern Valley does not want to foul here.
Todd Irwin's team on top 46-11. There's Tyler Fincher. Waiting for that .6 to get put back on the clock. Austin Hall back into the game for Wilton Roberts. And Heitch will inbound.
Coach Irwin's going to go with the long pass down to Hall and see if he can potentially tip this in. Our cameramen are thinking the same thing here with the spotlight on Hall.
So we have the .6 on the clock now, ready to go. The inbound here by Heisch. At the basket. And was it good? It is. The shot by Austin Hall at the buzzer is good. And Laurel-Concord has hung 48 here in this first half. One more look at it.
Yeah, Hall just using his size. Great catch, left-handed.
Let's go to Andy Kindy.
Well, Coach, obviously this is not how you drew it up. What was the biggest difference between these two teams in the first half in your mind?
I think mentally is the biggest difference. Our boys kind of were shell-shocked a little bit. I think they came out with a lot more aggression, and they hit a lot of shots. They have a lot more confidence than us right now. We'll see if we can get them regrouped in the second half.
Yeah, what do you tell the kids in the locker room here at the break?
Just takes one possession at a time. Just make the most of this opportunity and see what we can do in the second half.
Well, good luck to you in the second half. Still 2 quarters to play. Southern Valley trailing big in the Class D1 championship game. Halftime festivities from Lincoln, Nebraska, straight ahead.
All right, it's time to talk about us. Not him, not her, not them. Us. Thanks to us, things have been great. In fact, you can find us just about everywhere. Your food, that's us. Your food's food, that's us too. Your fuel, that's us. And should anyone out there happen to doubt us, by all means, just watch us.
It's thanks to you that we're where we are today. We're proud to watch these communities grow because they're our communities too. Our neighbors, our friends. It's where we live. These are all our hometowns. And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know and trust are just down the street. Cornerstone Bank, growing together.
Coverage of the 2020 NSAA Boys High School Basketball Championships on NET is made possible in part by the Nebraska Public Power District, the Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest Foundation, and the Nebraska Corn Board. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We couldn't do it without your support.
Welcome back to Pinnacle Bank Arena. LCC having their way with Southern Valley, a big halftime lead in the Class D1 championship game. Andy Kendi courtside along with Jeff Stoss of the NSAA. Jeff is in charge of a whole multitude of things, but one of the things he chairs is the swimming competition, which recently wrapped up late last month. Jeff, how did you think that went?
It was a great event for us, just like it is every year. A couple weeks ago at the Bob Devaney Sports Center, we had Omaha Marion captured their first title on the girls' side since 2015. Lincoln Southwest was a runner-up on the girls' side. And then on the boys' side, the Junior Jays from Creighton Prep grabbed their 14th title in a row. Puts them 12th nationally for the most consecutive championships won. Tighter race this year than in years past. Omaha West Side got the runner-up trophy, so congratulations to them. But the event was great in itself. We had great weather. It was a packed house every session, and we had a great group of volunteers and officials there to help us run it, which is the case in every event that we have, that we lean pretty hard on our volunteers and our officials to make these things happen.
I was going to ask you about the atmosphere because I was there, I've been there the last few years. It's an electric atmosphere. How is that maintained in terms of managing an event like that, because space is so limited at the Devaney Sports Center?
Yeah, we sell every seat we have over there. That's the only facility in our state that can house that championship, and quite honestly, we could use more seats. But the atmosphere in there is great. The people in the swimming community are very passionate about it, and we have some pretty high-level swimmers in our state too, which helps.
Obviously, with the developments this past week and the last couple weeks around the United States, some alterations have had to be made. One of those has had to be made to the speech contest and the program that you guys chair. What's the latest on the speech competition?
Well, yesterday we had to make the tough decision to suspend district and state speech. And what we mean by suspend is that we're going to give ourselves some time to evaluate what the next days and the next weeks are going to look like and try to find a way to continue on with that. A lot of our member schools are making some decisions in their communities, and that affects some of the host sites that we had for our district contest, not only some that were scheduled for today, but early next week. So logistically, we're trying to do everything we can to find a way to do something. We don't have all the information right now, so we're hoping to do what we can, and just hope people are patient with us as we try to work through these things.
A holding pattern like so many other events going around through the United States at this point. You've been also the point person for the media. How challenging has this last week been for you and your organization?
A lot of communication. Communication is key, and I just want to thank all of our media partners, NET especially, and all of our other media partners that have been here, getting the word out to people on all of the ever-evolving changes that we've had, not only with our events, but just nationally. It's been a unique week, but we're lucky in Nebraska that we have the media coverage and the folks that we have in that capacity. I'd say it's second to none around here, so thank you for all of your efforts in this.
Yeah, thank you too. It's been a challenging, unprecedented week here in the state of Nebraska. He's Jeff Stuss of the NSAA. We will have second half action between LCC and Southern Valley Class D1 state championship game from PBA.
Celebrate Arbor Day in its hometown, April 25th. So much to do, overnight accommodations will keep you here for activities on Sunday, April 26th. Family-friendly memory-making opportunities in Nebraska City. From 11 museums, dining, and shopping to the 11 tree houses at the Treetop Village, there's something for everyone. Event calendars and more at gonebraskacity.com.
Jan and Anna Dvorak homesteaded in Nebraska's grassy wilderness. 48 years before Nebraska's first high school wrestling championships, 31 years before Nebraska's first high school basketball championships. Since the dawn of sport in Nebraska, our ranch and farm families have been there. Dvorak Brothers Ranch's Red Angus recognizes this year's athletes, as well as the ranch and farm families whose contributions help make high school sports in Nebraska possible. Dvorak Brothers Ranch's Red Angus, 140 years Nebraskan.
This is Emma. She cares about her kids and our environment. And this is Nate. He loves his car and loves to drive. They both fill up with Unleaded 88. Emma knows Unleaded 88 reduces emissions from her vehicle. Nate knows Unleaded 88 is approved for his engine and provides high-octane performance. They may think about fuel in different ways, but the fuel of choice for both Emma and Nate is Unleaded 88. Engine smart, earth kind.
I'm Nicole Brungart, and I'm a part of the U.S. Women's Bobsled team. I'm a 4-time All-American, and I'm from Norfolk, Nebraska. Bobsledding was definitely not in the picture when I was growing up, but I'm thankful to be where I'm at, and I'll never take that for granted. In my career, I'm getting bumped around, bruised in the back of the bobsled, so it's super important that I keep up with my sleep, my nutrition, seeing my trainer, seeing the chiropractor, and staying in the gym so I can be at the top of my game when competition comes.
We're back at Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln. Laurel-Concord on top 48-11 at halftime of this Class D1 championship. Along with Andy Markowski, I'm Larry Putney. Good to have you with us from here at PBO. 48 points for a D1 team in a championship. We haven't seen this in a while.
Really well played offensively.
Yeah.
3 players in double figures. They have 11 assists on 14 field goals, 5 of 6 from the three-point line, and only 4 turnovers. So when you put that recipe together, 48 points is not surprising.
Take a look at some halftime highlights of the first half, and all Laurel-Concord. The Bears really dominating from the tip.
Yeah, LCC just great balance. You see Irwin here, 1,000-point scorer. He was 3 of 3 from the 3 from the three-point line with 10 points. There's his second one.
Irwin now with 37 down here at state, and that has him over 1,000 points on the year.
There you see just great athleticism by Shutt, able to go up and catch and finish in one motion. And then I thought Hall came off the bench and really had a great impact, not only on the backside of their press, but able to get a couple offensive rebounds and putbacks.
And then here right before half.
Yeah, just using his size, great catch, great finish, and carried even more momentum into the locker room with a finish with 0.9 seconds.
So here are your halftime stats, and look at the three-point shooting from Laurel-Concord and from the floor.
Yeah, just high level of 5 and 6 from the 3, 6 block shots, which got them out into transition. But the rebounding difference, 26 to 12, was a big factor leading to that 48-point half, and then limiting your turnovers with 4 turnovers is all, but they used 8 turnovers from Southern Valley and converted that into 12 points.
Let's go to Andy. He's with Todd Irwin.
Well, Coach, best half of the year?
Yeah, probably. It's a real good one, that's for sure.
What do you tell the kids at this point having such a big lead?
Oh, I mean, we got to play our game. We're a fast tempo game. We're presser, we're trapping, you know, and that's why we had such a good half here, because that really leads to our offense, whether it's layups or whether it's, you know, three-pointers in rhythm. So we just got to play our game and try to limit them not to get me threes or any layups.
And how impressive has your team been in the half court, working the ball inside your big guys?
Yeah, we really talked about that yesterday because we thought that's where our advantage was with this team here. And so far it's been a great half for doing that. And, you know, our kids here, we got a couple kids that are bigger than what they have, and it's tough. I know it's tough. You know, we play some C1 schools up in our area, and we run into that where they got 2-3 kids bigger than us, and it makes it a tough game.
Well, good luck in the second half. You're 2 quarters away from a state championship. Laurel-Concord-Coleridge, two quarters away from a title. We'll see it next.
My life's busy. That's why I'm excited for Nebraska Public Power District's new mobile app coming to your favorite app store soon. With a tap of my finger, I'll be able to check my account, pay my bill, report an outage, select my communication preference, and even monitor and manage how much energy I'm using. There are so many possibilities that make powering your everyday a little bit easier. It's just another way NPPD is always there when you need them.
Imagine if you knew what to do when your toddler started a tantrum, or what to say to your grade schooler who was being bullied. Imagine as a parent knowing where to go if your teen is feeling suicidal, or what resources are available when your family needs help. Raising kids is hard. It's okay to ask for advice. The Nebraska Family Helpline is here for you. 888-866-8660 to speak to a trained counselor. Any problem, anytime.
Coverage of the 2020 NSAA Boys High School Basketball Championships on NET is made possible in part by Aurora Cooperative, Constellation Energy, and Sarpy County Tourism. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support. Well, we love bringing these state high school championships to you across the state. And if you love watching Nebraska High School Championships on NET, it's your generous donation that helps us produce more than 200 hours of sports programming each year. Show that you support us by joining the NET Sports Partners Club, just $10 a month, and we'll send you an exclusive NET Sports Partners Club fleece jacket. To get your jacket, call 800-634-6788 or visit netnebraska.org/donate. And I guess if you're Southern Valley, the message at halftime is let's just start chipping away.
Yeah, you want to come out and get a stop, first possession, try to get a little momentum. You know, certainly Coach Fincher alluded to it, certainly not playing real confident basketball right now.
Rebound, good strong putback by Hartung, who got his own rebound again, and they have been dominant on the offensive boards. I believe they had 8 offensive rebounds in that first half.
Yeah, Hartung was out majority of that second quarter with 3 fouls. Certainly shown his presence early with an offensive rebound.
And another offensive rebound by Schutt leads to the foul on Drayden Best. That is his 4th personal foul to open up this third quarter. What do you like about Schutt's game?
Well, his versatility.
Everything?
Yeah. His versatility and athleticism stands out. You know, he scored in the mid-range. He's been able to post. He's been able to get some offensive rebounds. You know, he's a ball handler. He can stretch and go out and shoot threes. You know, I think he has good instincts defensively. You know, certainly is the best athlete in a D1 environment. He's going to have to play against bigger, stronger kids once he gets to college, but has a great fundamental base to build on.
Jaden Quinn with a 3. He averages 10 a game.
Yeah, nice to see that shot fall for Sun Valley.
Yeah. Here's Schmidt.
Sometimes when you see the ball go in, it gives you a little bit more energy on the defensive end.
Tyerwin will reset. Here's Heisch. Evan Evan Schmidt. Second foul. Semifinals against the Falls City Sacred Heart Irish. Sorry, check that, North Platte, St. Pat's. Just 4 field goals in the first quarter for North Platte St. Pat's. And Laurel-Concord giving up just 5 to Southern Valley here in this first half. But they come out of the locker room and hit their first 2. Clayton Berry with the basket.
A little 5-1 run to start.
Noah Shutt will go to the line. Jaden Quinn picks up his 3rd personal foul.
There you see a little bit more of that versatility. Was able to kind of catch at the elbow, put it on the floor, draw the foul. The only thing he hasn't done is make his free throws. It's now 5 of 7. Other than that, it's been a pretty picture her perfect state championship game for.
Ant feeds down low to Bose. Bose up strong. Opportunity for the and one for Carter Bose. A little more momentum out of this locker room for Southern Valley. A little more energy.
Energy and patience. They've done a nice job of kind of moving the ball against LCC's matchup zone. LCC had 6 blocked shots in the first half, so you see the importance of the shot fake. Got shut up in the air and drew the foul.
Another 3-pointer by Heitsch. Heitsch now with 13 in the game. He's 3 for 4 from 3-point range. And LCC is 6 of 7. Third foul on Evan Schmidt. Ant drives in, a little floater in the lane, not good. Good shot fake, and Carter Bose with another bucket here.
They got inside the zone, created an offensive rebound for Bose. And then once again, really poised with the shot fake and the finish.
Nice feed. Finished by Cale Hartung. Off of the dish from Evan Heitsch. Low lay in. Carter Bose again.
Gets Bose in the double figures.
Nice putback in the bucket by Bose, and Carter Bose out of the locker room with 7. 13 in the game on 6 of 9 for the floor for Carter Bose. They've got 9 second half points for Bose. That one's just off. Foul by Clayton Berry. That'll be his 3rd personal. Eagles warming up here in this 3rd quarter. A 3-pointer by Jaden Quinn and 9 for Carter Bose.
Early mornings, late nights, emotionally, physically, mentally tougher. Generations of trust, innovation, and hard work done side by side. The decisions you make for your land and livestock have a direct impact on your operation, the region, and the world. That is why we're there when you need us anytime, every time. We both have one chance, one season, one mission. Tougher together. Aurora and you.
The morning doesn't always start when you want it to. It starts when it has to. And day or night, we're up when you are. Through the good times, through the tough times, for the necessary and the unexpected. Even when you don't need us at all, we're just a light switch away. And when it's finally time to call it a night, we keep the lights on, ready to do it all over again. Nebraska Public Power District. Powering your everyday, every day.
LCC up 30 in the third quarter. That's Kelsey Fincher. She's the wife of the head coach, Tyler Fincher. Kelsey does the book for the Eagles, but she's also a Coleridge grad. Actually played basketball and made it to the state tournament back in 2008. She also was the babysitter of Big Austin Hall, who I don't think was 6'5" when she babysat the young man back in the day. But she is expecting, baby due in August. I asked Kelsey what color onesie would the baby wear. Would it be orange or purple? She said purple, but for the Lakers. Larry?
Got it.
A nice possession by Coach Irwin out of the timeout. Was able to get Miller's shot on the block where he has probably the best matchup.
Clayton Berry back into the game now for the Eagles as Jaden Quinn picked up his 4th personal foul. So both Drayden Best and Jaden Quinn with 4 personals for the Eagles. Clayton Berry drives in, kicks it out, the open look for Bailey, and a rebound to Hall. Still a comfortable lead here in this third quarter of the D1 championship for LCC. There's Hall. High post to Hall, looks down low to shot. Hall with the shot of his own. Here's Bose double teamed. Berry's shot is off, and the rebound to LCC. Nice drive basket by Ty Irwin. Irwin now with 13, and the Bears at an even 60.
Yeah, just the balance of LCC. They can score at so many different spots on the floor. 4 players average close to double figures, and then you have a 6'5" center junior in Hall come in and 7 points in this game, has been able to put his fingerprints on it.
The putback by Bo Bailey, he is fouled. Bailey will now shoot 2, and Austin Hall picks up his 3rd personal foul.
Yeah, give Coach Fincher credit. I think at halftime they've just had a better game plan against this matchup zone. They've created a little bit more movement. They've been able to get cutters into the high and low post. Much more high percentage shots in this half and the third quarter than what they had in the first half. Well, this is a 14-point quarter.
Second one from Bailey is good. Back in is Jaden Quinn. He'll be on the floor with 4 fouls, along with Drayden Best, who is also on the floor and has 4. Heish with the 3-pointer. Boy, what a shot. Evan Heisch with another 3. That is 16 for Heisch. And he is 4 of 5 from range. Laurel-Concord is 7 of 8 from 3-point range, shooting 87.5%.
And that wasn't an easy shot.
No.
Kind of off the dribble, fading away. But you know, he just credits just the balance in this half. They've had 5 players already score. Makes it really hard for Southern Valley to key on any one player.
Deegan Puppy back into the game. In for Noah Shutt. You know, Shutt a senior, and Ty Irwin also, but you look 3 underclassmen with Evan Schmidt, Evan Heisch, who was 4 for 5 from 3-point range, and Deegan Puppy, all sophomores for Laurel-Concord-Coleridge. Throwing on the way, heat check there from Heisch.
Well, certainly a nice nucleus coming back. Hard to replace a 2,000-point scorer and a 1,000-point scorer. It looks like the talent certainly give him a chance next year to have another great year.
So tied up, possession arrow belongs to the Eagles.
Both teams still competing, even though the score is a little lopsided.
I mentioned it earlier, but the last time that Laurel-Concord-Coleridge, and it was before they this correct combinations, that goes off the backboard, won a state title, was back in 1995. Once again, Laurel-Concord-Coleridge on top here in this Class D1 title game, 63-27. Heisch with the 3.
Central Valley Ag, a cooperative serving customers and local farming communities in Nebraska, Kansas, and Iowa. Embracing the cooperative spirit to deliver value to our members. Proud to say, we are CVA.
After concussion, returning to the classroom is a priority of the NSAA. All brains return to learn. Not all brains return to play.
After recognizing that an athlete has suffered a concussion, it is important to monitor the symptoms in the classroom before allowing the athlete to return to extracurricular activities.
The NSAA requires coaches in all sports to take a concussion course once every 3 years.
More information is available on our website, nsaahome.org. Student athletes are students first, athletes second.
There is their leading scorer, Noah Shutt. Another one for Shutt. And then nice speed from Heisch to Shutt, who is leading them with 21 points. Heisch has 16. Shutt 21 and 8 rebounds. And here he is with the ball.
I've been impressed with LCC's patience as well offensively. They're still trying to score, but just great discipline, moving the ball.
Evan Schmidt's 3 off the front of the rim. The rebound by Shutt. That'll belong to the Bears. And I mentioned it was 2001 the last time Laurel-Concord won a C2 title, but before that it was 1995 that they were in the state title. Coleridge made it back in 1998. Good take there by Ty Irwin. In that 95 tournament, you go back and you look at the C2 all-tournament team back in 95 when this team was last here. You had the Laurel twin brothers of Jared and Jeremy Reinl, and then this guy was on the all-tournament team. Current NSAA assistant director, John Dolliver. Dolliver had 32 in his junior year for Stanton against Lincoln Christian. They lost that first round game, as he reminds everyone. Matt Drevo was also on the all-tournament team that year. It was a very talented year in Class C2. Later, Andrew Drevo, Matt's younger brother, would be all-tournament down here. Those are all guys you know well.
Yeah, that was kind of the 90s, mid to late 90s. They were kind of on the tail end when I was still playing in college. John does a great job for NSAA. I'm sure it's been a stressful week for him, but as always, first-class event.
Well, just the uncertainty of it for John all week, right? Of not knowing whether we're playing or not. And even after first round and second round games happened, whether or not today would actually take place was up in the air until yesterday when Governor Pete Ricketts kind of laid out the guidelines. And I think the limited crowd here certainly helped the fact that these championships were able to continue. Three is off by Best, and the rebound there to Shutt. Ahead for the lay-in. Evan Heisch. Another look.
Yeah, great job by Shutt. Gets his 10th rebound and just heads up the floor. Delivers the pass to Heisch. Obviously, goaltending was the call.
Yep. 40-point advantage. Let's go to Andy Kendi.
Larry, Coach Todd Irwin kind of touched on it at halftime a little bit, but LCC, this is their first year in Class D1 after years of being on one of the smaller schools in Class C2, and LCC plays a very, very challenging schedule. 7 of their opponents this year were versus C1 schools, including Auburn, who we're going to see coming up later on this morning. They lost to Auburn 63-50, and Todd Irwin told the Omaha World Herald they've been doing the scheduling philosophy for the last 5-6 years. He said that they're not scared to go up against anyone, and by scheduling tough, it just makes their team better down the stretch, especially in late February, early March.
Todd Irwin has lost 5 games this year, he and his team. One was to Auburn, who, as you mentioned, we're going to see in the state title game. Twice they lost to Wayne, which was down here at state. They lost to Osmond, also a state tournament qualifier. The only game they lost that was not to a team that made it to state was Wisner-Pilger, which is one of their rivals right there nearby, Laurel-Concord. They lost 57-55, and already the substitutions coming in as you see the hugs for Evan Heisch.
And that's why it's so hard to predict based on record or wild card points, because so many teams do play maybe a higher class schedule that not only prepares them physically and mentally, but just puts them maybe at a seed line that they weren't accustomed to being.
Wilton Roberts, Lucas Rasmussen both into the game now for LCC. Here's the take by Quinn. Tipped around right back into the hands of Best. Ant drives in. Now Ty Irwin will slow it down. Oh. Wilton Roberts will not. The sophomore guard knocks down the three-pointer. Wilton Roberts. And now 8 of 11 from three-point range for LCC.
Great minutes for some of the young LCC players to be on the stage with 3:24. Now it's a running clock based on Nebraska high school rule of 40 points.
And so you saw Drayden Best commit the intentional foul. It wasn't an intentional foul, but purposely fouled. And he fouls out with 5 in his senior year.
It certainly wasn't the finals game that Southern Valley dreamed of.
Right.
You know, you ask these kids in 10 years, they're going to talk about first round upset, second round upset.
Yeah.
A great 3 days.
Isaac McPhillamy now into the game also for Southern Valley. Tipped away, the steal by Berry, and Clayton Berry is fouled. Lucas Rasmussen picks up his first. Laurel-Concord about a 2.5-hour drive from Pinnacle Bank Arena in northeast Nebraska, northeastern part of the state. Laurel-Concord, now Coleridge. This consolidation, first trip down here to state for the Bears, and they're going to take home a state title. Got a 44-point game and a running clock here in the D1 title game. Braden Cunningham now in for Southern Valley. As well as Dakota Coppage. Feed down low. Landon Boysen loses it. And here's Isaac McPhillamy. Three just off. And a shot by Dakota Coppage. Unusual to see a running clock at a state championship. This is not something we're accustomed to, Andy Markowski.
Yeah, it just speaks to the dominance of Laurel-Concord-Coleridge. Just, you know, really a versatile group, you know, long, active, appeared to be on a mission from when the game started, got off to such a quick start.
Well, this is the first of 6 state high school championships we will have here on NET throughout the day. We began in Class D1, and LCC, the Bears, are going to take home that consolidation's first ever state championship as they are just 20 seconds away. Spin move in the basket by Layden Boysen. And Landon Boysen with his first 2. So time ticks away on a state championship, the first ever for Laurel-Concord-Coleridge. The Bears have won the title in Class D1. Table. So the Bears take it 76-31 over Southern Valley. Medals and trophies will be presented when we come back on NET Sports.
Sports fans, seasons change with new teams, new players, and new excitement. Just minutes from state championship venues, Sarpy County has year-round family fun, shopping, restaurants, and more than 2,000 hotel rooms. Your visitor's guide from GoSarpy.com helps start new traditions when you, family, and friends visit Eastern Nebraska. GoSarpy.com. So near, so fun.
This is Emma. She cares about her kids and our environment. And this is Nate. He loves his car and loves to drive. They both fill up with unleaded 88. Emma knows unleaded 88 reduces emissions from her vehicle. Nate knows unleaded 88 is approved for his engine and provides high-octane performance. They may think about fuel in different ways, but the fuel of choice for both Emma and Nate is unleaded 88. Engine smart, earth kind.
Coverage of the 2020 NSAA Boys High School Basketball Championships on NET is made possible in part by the Nebraska Public Power District, the Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest Foundation, and the Nebraska Corn Board. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We couldn't do it without your support. Well, for the first time today, Nets coming down here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Laurel-Concord-Coleridge, your state champs. They win it in D1. Time for medal and trophies. But before we do that, we want to remind you that you can keep these memories for a lifetime when you purchase a DVD copy of the NSAA Nebraska High School Basketball Championships, just $19.95. Plus shipping and handling. Give us a call, 800-868-1868, or log into netnebraska.org. Let's go across court to Heath Kramer.
The Nebraska School Activities Association is honored to have medals and trophies for both of these outstanding teams. Presentations will be made by NSAA Executive Director Jay Beller, NSAA Board of Directors Dr. John Cerny of Bancroft Rosalie, and Jim Kent from Dundee County Stratton. Here are the awards for the runner-up, Southern Valley High School.
22, 23,
Head coach
and 32.
Tyler Fincher and his assistants will present the silver medals.
Yeah, I agree.
Players, as your name is called, please come forward. Number 2, Braden Cunningham. Number 4, Colton Ferguson. Number 11, Lucas Martinez. Number 14, Matthew Henderson. Number 24, Isaac McPhillamy. Number 25, Mitchell Wilson. Number 30, Michael Bunce. Number 41, Dakota Coppage. Number 3, Brody Yance. Number 13, Clayton Berry. Number 23, Carter Bowes. And to the seniors, number 35, Bo Bailey. Number 10, Jaden Quinn. And number 15, Drayden Best. For these outstanding athletes in their school, here is the 2020 NSAA Class D1 State Basketball Runner-Up Trophy. Congratulations, Southern Valley High School. Now, to the champions, Laurel-Concord-Coleridge High School. Head coach Todd Irwin, we have a special award for you. Coach Irwin and his assistants will present the gold medals. Players, please come forward as your name is called. Number 3, Wilson Roberts. Number 5, Dylan Olson. Number 20, Jake Rath. Number 33, Dagan Puppy. Number 40, Lucas Rasmussen. Number 41, Austin Hall. Number 10, Evan Schmidt. Number 13, Cale Hartog. Number 23, Evan Heisch. And the seniors, number 14, Landon Boysen. Number 22, Noah Schutz. And number 32, Ty Irwin. Presenting the Farmers Mutual of Nebraska Championship Game Ball is NSAA Executive Director Jay Beller. And for these outstanding athletes in their school, here's the 2020 NSAA Class D1 State Basketball Championship Trophy. Congratulations, Laurel-Concord-Coleridge High School.
Player state champs in Class D1, Laurel-Concord-Coleridge, the Bears. Andy Kindy is backstage with Tyler Fincher.
Well, Coach, not the outcome you wanted. What was the biggest difference between your team and their team today?
They just came out with confidence. You could see it when they're shooting. They played hard. We kind of just took a back seat to the first part of the game. Didn't come out like we usually have. I'm proud of our boys in the second half, though. I thought they fought back. They didn't give up.
The season as a whole, though, I mean, you are one of the few teams not only playing in the state of Nebraska, but playing in the country right now. What kind of season has it been for Southern Valley?
Oh, I'm just so proud of these boys, their work ethic, the amount of time they've put into the gym, and their camaraderie. They really work together well. It's going to be tough for those seniors, tough way to end it, but we got a good group of boys coming back too.
Yeah, how will this lay the foundation perhaps for future Southern Valley teams and make it a benchmark of that this is the pinnacle or where you want to be? You want to be playing in early March in Lincoln.
Yeah, I think making it down here and having the younger kids in our elementary and even in junior high, seeing our boys playing down here, I think it gives some excitement for those kids coming up, and I'm just excited for all of them.
Well, an incredible season for the Southern Valley Eagles. They finished the season 21-6, a step shy of the state championship. The runner-up trophy they'll take home. The Class D1. We'll hear from the champs. LCC next.
From early sunrises to late nights, you give it your very best. Since 1891, Farmers Mutual has been invested in enhancing the communities they serve and the lives of those who live there. Born of Midwestern values, Farmers Mutual isn't just a business, it's a community of individuals committed to service when you need it most. Insurance kept local and life as it should be. Farmers Mutual of Nebraska, always alongside you.
Constellation is a natural gas supplier helping inspire young Nebraskans through hands-on learning. Constellation has given back over $250,000 to 4-H and FFA organizations across the state, helping support youth in your community with opportunities to achieve real-world success. Because we believe that powering communities means empowering our future leaders. With Constellation, a contribution to 4-H and FFA is in the stars.
Keep connected to what's happening in your state government by visiting netnebraska.org/capital. Nebraska Capital Live brings you daily coverage of important decisions that are happening from the floor of the legislature, Nebraska's courts, legislative hearings, and from the governor's office. Wherever you go, you can always stay informed with Nebraska Capital Live.
Coverage of the 2020 NSAA Boys High School Basketball Championships on NET is made possible in part by Aurora Cooperative, Constellation Energy, and Sarpy County Tourism. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support. We are back at Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln, Nebraska. The Class D1 championship in the books as Laurel-Concord-Coleridge knocked off Southern Valley 76-31, taking home that D1 state title. Hey, why don't we take a look at stats real quick. You see that I think the big difference you pointed out, Andy, was the 3-point field goals.
Yeah, that rebounds. Obviously, Laurel-Concord-Coleridge with a 41-21 rebound advantage. Turnovers were fairly equal. Give Southern Valley credit, though. They came out of the third quarter and won that quarter 16-15, but just the start of LCC was really the difference with the tremendous first half.
So the final, once again, big win, 76-31 for LCC. Also, hey, if you're dreaming of warmer weather and with the snow outside, why would you not be? Backyard Farmer, which is NET's perennial favorite. It blooms with expert advice to get your garden growing. Kim Todd and the entire team, my personal favorite, Bill Crozier, also will be there. Watch another season of Backyard Farmer beginning Thursday, April 2nd, 7 p.m. Central on NET. When we come back, we'll hear from the champs, the coach, the players, right here on NET Sports.
Participating in multiple Nebraska high school activities has taught me the value of teamwork.
I learned how to be a strong leader among my peers.
We set goals as a team and work hard to accomplish them.
I strive to excel not only in the classroom but on the playing field.
The Nebraska School Activities Association providing opportunities in 25 activities for our member high schools. NSAA activities, the other half of education.
My name is Dan O'Neill. I am an NET Foundation board member from North Platte, Nebraska. From the western edge of the state to Lincoln or Omaha is a long ways. So state wrestling, state basketball, volleyball, all those events, that truly, I think, brings the state together because there are just a lot of people that wouldn't be able to attend those events. Join me in supporting NET, Nebraska's PBS and NPR stations.
A unique March, no question, is off to a blazing start for Laurel-Concord-Coleridge. The Bears are the big dogs here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Andy Kendi along with head coach Todd Irwin of LCC. Coach, that first half, you couldn't have scripted it any better to come out. Did you have a sense that maybe today was going to be your day at some point this morning?
You always hope so, but playing in a different arena and playing at 9 a.m. in the morning, the chances of that happening are probably less than more. And you can just tell, though, right away we got in good rhythm. All the shots, whether they were 3-pointers, 2-pointers, or layups, they were all just good rhythm, good passes from their teammates, and you could just tell it was gonna roll there for a while anyways.
What's been the key this season for this team to get this far? We mentioned during the broadcast about how you schedule some tough C1 opponents. How important has that been to your journey?
Yeah, no, our schedule has kind of been the same for many years, and we always have some C1 schools. Wayne High, who's a big one for us, 15 miles away. They always got a great program, and they really push us. They got some bigger athletes all the time, and it's tough. They're a tough matchup. We play the holiday tournament at Wayne State College there, where we run into Auburn this year, and that's a great opportunity and a great venue to play. And, sometimes you get to thinking, we've always been one of the lower C2s. Now this year, we're D1, and you're always thinking, hey, do we need to think about changing that? And us kids are no. For a lot of the kids we got coming up and kind of what we're doing, we'll take these kids against anybody, any night, give a chance and get a chance.
What does it mean for you to not only coach the kids that you've, obviously grown so close to and have, they're like family, and there's literal family with your son Ty, to watch him in his senior year win a state championship?
Oh, yeah, that's cool. That's something, I don't know if it's even set into the boys really where we're exactly at, and what we're doing because, since second grade they've been playing and they all watch it on TV. We come down to it every year, and, they want to be here, and they put in a lot of work, a lot of the community, a lot of dads, a lot of other coaches, at our middle school and within the school have done a lot of work with these kids, and they've been willing to do it, and it's nice to get here and let it pay off for them.
And how meaningful is it, a state championship, for the current configuration of Laurel-Concord-Coleridge, because this is the first state championship in this current configuration?
Yeah, that's correct. Laurel was 2001. Coleridge, last time they were here, 1998. It's a great thing, it just kind of brings everybody together even closer. And, the younger kids, they seen this at home on TV and stuff and gets them more amped up to what they already are about making our program sustain this and keep after it. It's a great motivation for everybody.
And what do you have? I know you lose Shutt and obviously your son and a couple of the pieces, but you got a pretty good core group group coming back.
Yeah.
You're looking forward to the future. This can really set the tone, can it not?
Oh, you bet. You know, every year a team loses 1 or 2 kids, and, you know, right away we're already, you know, kind of talk about, okay, next year when that happens, who's going to do this, who's going to do that, you know, and we talk with those kids, and it'll be a little different, but I think we got kids that will be very competitive and be able to play the fast-paced game and shoot the ball well like we want to.
Well, congratulations on the state championship for the LCC Bears, 76-31 over Southern Valley. It's the first of 6 championship games here at PBA. The Class D1 champs, the Bears of LCC.
Education Quest, take 4.
Why do you want to go to college?
I get to figure out what I want to do with my life.
Independence, living on your own.
I need to prepare myself for the future.
What's your biggest challenge in going to college?
Probably the hardest part is the application.
Deciding where I want to go.
College is a little scary. It's a lot harder and a lot more work.
The financial side of it is really confusing.
So what if you had a friend you could ask?
Diabetes is considered a hidden national crisis, and Nebraska isn't immune to the silent killer. Often undiagnosed, diabetes can go undetected without regular screenings. NET examines the scope and impact the disease has in Nebraska and will look at different approaches to fighting it. Find out how exercise, eating well, and lifestyle changes can have an effect on preventing, treating, and beating diabetes. Wednesday, April 15th at 7:30 Central on NET.
My parents met because they both worked on the railroad. There was actually no question I was going to go to work on the railroad. I knew that from the very beginning when I was a little kid. My dad taught me to be kind and think about other people. And that is what I'm trying to instill in my family. My granddaughter is named June Elizabeth, but I call her Junebug. My hope is to teach her about kindness and about the love of animals and nature. I want Junebug to have the same opportunities I had by watching PBS. It has helped me understand so many things in our world. My husband and I feel so strongly about our PBS station that we've included them in our estate plan.
Please consider including NET in your charitable giving plan. Thank you.
PBS is part of our values, things that we cherish, and we want to pass it on to the next generation.
Laurel-Concord-Coleridge, your champs in Class D1. The Bears victorious in a big way, 76-31. Let's meet some of the Bear players. This is Noah Schutt. Big game, 25 points, 10 rebounds. Noah, what was the difference early on that you guys didn't seem to get blasted by the bright lights? You played your game and came out firing at 9 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, Coach just told us to come out aggressive and play solid defense, and our shots fell early, which gave us momentum to carry into the second half.
Now, how big is it to have some of the shots fall your way early to build some confidence and momentum?
Yeah, when our shots are falling, everything seems to go our way, and we've been playing better defense these past 3 days, and just the team, I've never seen them play better as a team.
Yeah, was that your best game as a team this year?
Yeah, probably one of the best. Last year our defense struggled a little bit, but I think this year the defense was the key to this.
And what does this mean to have the state championship trophy, to bring it back? You're first in the current configuration of your school.
Yeah, it's an amazing feeling. We've been working for this for so long, and now we finally got it done.
All right, congratulations. You're going to hand the trophy off to Evan Heisch, sophomore. And we got to tell you a story about Evan, okay? So the teams go out and warm up, and then they go back to the locker room for the last couple words, and then tell me the rest of the story.
I just looked down and I just see me. I don't have my jersey on, so I just go look and found it in my bag.
Okay, so there's like less than 4 minutes left, and you take your practice shooting shirt off, and you don't have your jersey, and you don't even know if you brought it with you to the arena?
Correct. I just didn't know where it was. I thought I forgot it at the hotel, so I thought I was going to use the extra one.
So you find it in your bag, and is that an omen to say, hey, this is going to be our day when I can forget my jersey and everything's going to turn out all right?
Yep. I'm just really happy in the team, and I'm just really glad that we won.
Yeah, tell me about what it feels like, especially as a sophomore, to come in. He had 18 points today. To come in and lead this team along with your fellow brothers to a state championship.
Yep, I'm just glad our team played really good today, and we just moved the ball, and Coach just told us to play great defense, and we got the outcome we wanted.
What do these seniors mean to you?
They mean everything to me because I just looked up to them, and they just gave me confidence and always keep my head up.
And they always say, pack your jersey. Pack your
Yep.
jersey. There you go. All right, here, passing along the trophy to Ty Irwin. Coach's son, senior, 15 points, 8 rebounds. Ty, how does it feel to be a state champion?
It's unreal.
Yeah, I mean, how long have you been thinking about this moment of wearing a medal and holding a trophy with a net around your neck?
Ever since I started playing basketball, it's just always been the dream to do this, and we just did it. So,
being a coach's son, has it always been the dream? Did you were one of those kids that, you know, ever since you remember growing up and tagging along with Dad as the coach?
yeah, I've never had really anybody else coach me but him, so that makes this just twice as special.
Yeah, and to win it with your buddies, your fellow seniors, and some of the younger players, what does this mean to you?
It's just unreal. I don't even really know what happened yet, but it'll start setting in once we get back to the locker room and head to the hotel.
And it established some kind of foundation for LCC, you know, because of the current configuration with the consolidation of the school district and bringing the gold trophy back home. That's got to be pretty meaningful to start a new chapter, is it not?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure when we come back, we'll have like a pep rally at our school or something, and I'm sure the entire community will be there to support us because they couldn't down here.
All right, big question. What do you do to celebrate today?
Go home, go back to the hotel, shower, then head home, and then just see what happens from there.
All right, well, congratulations. Fantastic job. Ty Irwin and the Laurel-Concord-Coleridge Bears, your Class D1 state champions.
I'm Nicole Brungart, and I'm a part of the U.S. Women's Bobsled team. I'm a 4-time All-American, and I'm from Norfolk, Nebraska. Bobsledding was definitely not in the picture when I was growing up, but I'm thankful to be where I'm at, and I'll never take that for granted. In my career, I'm getting bumped around, bruised in the back of the bobsled, so it's super important that I keep up with my sleep, my nutrition, seeing my trainer, seeing the chiropractor, and staying in the gym so I can be at the top of my game when competition comes.
With a sea of red and white Nebraska fans, it's time for the annual Nebraska Spring Game. Watch every play from Memorial Stadium Sunday, April 19th at 1 p.m. Central. NET Sports brings you the 2020 Husker Spring Game, a Big Red wrap-up special.
NET supports those who have driven miles of Nebraska highways. Those who have paid their share of admission fees. Those who have worn their school colors faithfully. Those who have practiced, practiced, practiced. And those who have stood on the sidelines. NET supports those who have supported Nebraska high school athletes.
NET Television expands your mind, enlightens your mind, inspires your mind, educates your mind, entertains your mind. NET Television opens up new worlds to you. Explore, travel, learn, discuss, debate. NET Television keeps you informed. Music, theater, dance, art, news. NET Television awakens your dreams, seeks to serve, strengthens our communities. We are Nebraskans. We are NET Television, Nebraska's PBS station.
We will. We will. We will uplift each other. We will work hard together. We will protect each other. We will challenge one another. We will inspire each other. We will celebrate together. We are all neighbors. See our unique stories on Independent Lens.
Coverage of the 2020 NSAA Boys High School Basketball Championships on NET is made possible in part by the Nebraska Public Power District, the Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest Foundation, and the Nebraska Corn Board. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We couldn't do it without your support. We're at Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln, Nebraska. Class D1 state championship has concluded 76-31, a dominant performance by LCC. And they, as both coaches said, they got out to the quick start and just never looked back.
Yeah, a quick start and 48-point first half.
Right.
You know, they really shot the ball well from the three. Didn't turn the basketball over and really was overwhelming for Southern Valley the whole game.
So the championship first of the day goes to Laurel-Concord-Coleridge. Here's what we have coming up for the rest of today, rest of this morning, and then afternoon. Ogallala and Auburn coming up next right here at 11 on NET. Then at 1 o'clock this afternoon, it's a Class B title between Roncalli Catholic and Scott Catholic. That should be a terrific game. Then D2, our Class A game is at 6:30 with Millard North and Bellevue West, and we wrap up today at 8:30 tonight from here at PBA with BRLD and GICC. But coming up next, a good one between the Ogallala Indians and the Auburn Bulldogs. Auburn looking to go back-to-back.
Yeah, back-to-back and a rematch from a game earlier in the year, which was very competitive. So excited to see this one.
So it should be a good one. Ogallala comes in at 23-4. Auburn undefeated at 28-0. That's coming up at 11 a.m. So we will be back here from Pinnacle Bank Arena at 11 a.m. with the C1 state title game right here on NET Sports.